Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for player ratings. Robbie, let's get straight into this one. A 0-0 against Newcastle. Starting goal, Aaron Ramsdale for you.
Oh, he made a big error. Could have cost us, man. You know, I mean, apart from that, he had nothing to do really in the game. Did he even have a save? I don't really remember, but he made a big error there when he was sort of playing the ball out from the back. And you know what? I knew he was going to make it as well because he looked a bit uncertain when he did it. So he got bailed out with that. Apart from that, he had nothing really else to do. So I'm going to mark him down a bit for that error because that could have cost us.
Boy, high standards now.
Yeah, I mean, we're top of the league, 6 out of 10.
Oh, 6 out of 10 for Ramsdale.
Yeah, 6. I would have given him
clean sheet, bro.
Clean sheet. I would have given him a 7, but that was a bad error. He got bailed out. You know.
6.
Yeah, 6. Bad error, man. He's a top quality goalkeeper, but that was an unforced error. Yeah.
Cool. I think that's all right. Listen to your ratings. Let's go to Ben White. Now, when we was watching the match day live, we were so surprised why he came off. But you said he was.
No, he was absolutely knackered. I think I think that's one of the things that when you watch a game in the stadium to when you watch the game on TV, you're not watching. He'd made a tackle before that, in which he jumped in and won the ball. And then, like, you could see on his recovery, he was out on his feet, right? I mean, these guys have just played, like, 3 games in a row in quick succession. I think it was right to bring on Tomiyasu. And when Tomiyasu came in, he made a couple of good interceptions and things like that because he was fresh. Yeah. So, but apart from that, he was solid again. Ben White this season, every game is 7 out of 10 plus, and I think tonight you give him a 7.
Okay, 7. Let's go into the centre-backs then. Let's go start with William Saliba, Robbie.
Yeah, I think Saliba, you know, after he had a bit of a nightmare the other day with a goal that he gave away at the end, Brighton, he had a bit of a shaky moment in the West Ham, but today he was solid. You know, so I think he got his concentration back on and just put in a solid, sort of no-nonsense, and a couple of times some nice little passes as well. So a 7 for Saliba. Okay. Solid. And as well, we got to big up our defence because Newcastle, man, they did the old sort of Stoke move where they win a free kick in their half, they give the ball to Trippier, we know he's got quality, and they were swinging in loads of like balls into the, you know, they got the tall guys like Dan Burn and that, corners. Saliba dealt with them brilliantly, so 7. Okay. And the same goes for, I know you're going to move to Gabriel, same goes for him as one. He won everything in the air. Absolute quality. You know what I mean? When people sometimes doubt Gabriel, these are the type of games when he really excels. You know what I mean? He's physical, he's strong, he wins everything in the air. I thought today as well, some of his nice little passing between the lines as well was really good. I think I'd actually give him an 8. I think he was excellent today. He really was.
Yeah, I wanted
against a very physical team, you know.
Yeah, I wanted to just give him an 8 and pushing credit to him because Almiron as well has been a player of the season for Newcastle. Kept him quiet. Let's go to Zinchenko.
Oh, you know what? I think Zinchenko's probably going to be my man in the match. You know, I thought he was excellent today. His quality on the ball, his ability to break lines. You know what I mean, with passes, just everything he does is quality. He's a top player, man. You know what I mean? And I thought today he was the guy I was looking to, thinking he could unlock it, and he nearly did a few times. So I'll give him an 8 as well, but he's going to be my man in the match, I think. Yeah.
No one mentioned him when I speak to the people on the match day live saying who's the man in the match. No one mentions Zinchenko. No? So I'm glad he's picked him up.
I'm surprised at that. If people at the game, I don't know what you thought, but Zinchenko, I thought was quality today. He was.
Let's go to the midfield. Thomas Partey for you, Robbie.
Also quality today. You know what I mean? Again, you know what I mean? He was like linchpin in midfield. As I said, you know, they got a very strong midfield, Newcastle, you know what I mean, with Guimaraes and Joe Linton and that. But I thought he stood up brilliantly today. Again, so much quality on the ball, never panics, passing good, tackling good, you know, a vital. I mean, I can see why that guy's saying we got to get a replacement for him, but who? Yeah. Who can do what he does right now that's available? That's I was thinking about the other day, but yeah, outstanding today, 8.
Okay, let's go to previously captain fantastic Mr. Martin Odegaard, but today
quiet game for him. Overhit things. Things he tried to do didn't really come up. One of them days, man. He's been outstanding the last 2 games. He had a bit of an off night today. I think I'll probably give him a 6.
6, yeah, I think that's fair. Let's go to Granit Xhaka. Got yellow carded, and everyone felt like it might be, you know, the older Xhaka.
I think that's where Xhaka's improved, you know, because I think this is the type of game in seasons gone by he gets sent off. You know what I mean? But I think Xhaka has improved a lot. He worked hard for the team. He tried. It's a couple of times in the first half. We should have got his shot off a bit earlier. But I give him a 7. Again, I mean, so consistent, this guy.
Yeah.
Consistent this season.
He definitely is. Let's go to Bukayo Saka. I've never seen 3 players surround a player so much in a game more than today.
He was detailed today. And I thought in the first half, when he took on Dan Burn and left, I think that's when Eddie Howe said, nah, man, get 3 men on him. You can't leave him one-on-one. And they did well on him, Newcastle, to be fair. You've got to give him credit for that. But I think, 7. He worked his socks off, just couldn't break him down.
Yeah, okay. Let's go to the other wing. Let's go to Martinelli. Him against Trippier today.
I think Trippier kind of got the better of him, if you've been honest. You know what I mean? Trippier...
Good defender, Trippier, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He defended him pretty well. You know what I mean? He always seemed to have a little foot in there. Read a lot of Martinelli's little tricks and that. Yeah. So it was a bit of an off night for him as well, I thought. He was a bit quiet. Yeah. And I give him a 6. And this is the type of... Listen, it happens, right? Like previous guys said, you know what I mean? All the front 3 have scored in the last 2 games. So you can't fault them. They did everything tonight, but this is where it would have been nice. Like, you've got a Mudryk now. Yep. You say to Martinelli, you might know, after half time or just after, it's not your night, come off and let another threat come on. But we ain't got that at the moment. I think 6 tonight.
Yeah, is that the difference between us potentially winning the Premier League? Is that
at the moment it is, and we got a chance to address that in January. Okay, we're in January. We have to address that, 100%. And I think they know that.
Yeah, 100%. Let's go into the striker. A lot of people I spoke with giving Eddie the man of the match. But what about you? What do you give him?
No, I wouldn't say he was the man of the match, but I do think he came the closest to scoring. Pope made a good save with his feet. He worked his socks off again. He did everything. You know what I mean? You can't fault none of them front 3. They did everything. Yeah. It just didn't come off. But I think I give Eddie a 7 today. I thought worked hard, came the closest to scoring. Just didn't happen, man. It's one of those things that you got to credit Newcastle. They defended well. It was very hard to break down. But yeah, Eddie worked. Okay, he worked today.
That's 7. Let's go to the sub. Only one sub today. Only really person he could have brought on, I suppose, was Tommy Yasu.
He come on, you know.
Yeah, he did.
He done well when he came on. You know what I mean? Mopped up. You know what I mean? You look fresh.
Yep.
And that's the good thing when you've got a player of that quality that you can bring in at the back. We just need some like that at the front. You know? So, but yeah, 7.
7. Okay, let me just quickly go to the ref for you today. There's gonna be some things you're gonna have to watch back on your TV. There's some decisions. Dishing out cards like Christmas. Everyone sits on the ref.
You know what? The thing is about it is that I thought, first of all, I was saying to Julian in the game, at first I was like, he kind of turned it into a dirty game. Because at first I didn't think it was I thought it was a physical game. I think it was 2 physical sides in that. And, there's a few little... But he started dishing out cards for no reason on both sides. I thought when there was someone he could have just said, just play on it. So he got the cards out early, so then he had to give more. Yep. And then, I'm telling you, to me, I've seen back that handball at the end. And I think that's handball.
Yeah.
I think that's handball. Yep. I mean, why is that not... Checked. Why is that not been checked? I'm at first, I said to Julian, how quickly they waved it off. It must have not have been a handball. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't see it from where I was. When Liv showed me that back, I'm like, why is that not handball? Why is VAR not get involved? That is a poor decision. All I can look at is that it's right at the end of the game.
He bottled it.
And he bottled it. He absolutely bottled it. 0 out of 10.
0.
No, if you're a referee, you've got to stand strong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That. Why is he not at the minimum said?
Let me have a look.
Well, actually, it's not even. It's VAR. 0 for them as well, because shouldn't they be saying to him, maybe you should take a look at this, or they should be checking it. Okay. I thought that was because honestly, when I look back on it, I don't know. Maybe I need to check the rules.
No. The only person disagreed. Laurie and James said it wasn't a penalty, but that's what they think. But I think
he's come up. He's hit his arm. His arm's in a unnatural position. What they said. that's not a natural position where it is. I think that's handball.
Yeah, I agree. Let's literally quickly go to the manager, Mikel Arteta. Robbie.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll give Arteta probably a 7 today. I know people will say, well, why didn't he make more subs? Who?
No, he did his best, man.
Who are the subs you're going to make? I understand him not bringing on Fabio Vieira. This is not the game for Vieira. It's a physical game. I get it, right? So that you know what I mean? What else has he got to bring on? Yeah. You know?
They're going to get minutes against Oxford
I
as
think
well.
it could even be almost like he was doing a bit of a Conte, where he's making a point and saying, right, look, there's nothing to bring on. So I'm not even going to bring no one.
Yeah.
Right? So, and we had a go.
Yeah.
We had a go and we're just going to break them down. It happens, man. Yeah, I mean, it happens sometimes, but we haven't lost the game. That's that's the most important thing sometimes. Come out with a draw, a couple of points drop, but we ain't lost. We're still unbeaten at home. 7.
7. Okay, let me finish up now. Before I go to the fans, the Newcastle fans were on the screen so much today. They had all their tops off. I don't know what the Sky were doing. They just kept cutting to them. It was just showing bare chest, bare man move, and it was vexing me. But anyway, our fans.
Those fans are mad.
They're mad.
I always show a lot of credit to Newcastle fans, right? You know, I mean,
Travelling down what day
let's
is it?
remember, right? We you know, they won't get home now till what, 6 in the morning? Yeah. You know, that's a long drive, man. We've done it.
Yeah,
I remember coming back from that last year after they just done us. You know
I
what mean?
hated it. So
And that drive seemed like I was driving for 24 hours. But they come in their numbers, they're getting behind their team. And, you know, fair play to them, man. They've always had a very, very good fan base. And, you know what I mean? They've had some tough times, man, under Mike Ashley and that. So I don't begrudge them. man. You know what I mean? So... but our fans today were brilliant. They stayed behind the team. You know, it just weren't. And I think fans as well acknowledge that. Just, you know, I mean, we gave everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as fans, if we see the team giving everything, we give them the respect they deserve, right? They gave everything. If nothing else, it is what it is. We haven't lost the game. You know what I mean? City drew the other day.
Yep.
Even Newcastle drew. We're still in a great position. Just strengthen in January. Let's strengthen in January and we can have a real go at this. But the fans today, let's give them a 10.
Yeah.
10.
And that's
Robbie, quick question. Would you bring back Balogun? And if you don't have Joao Felix?
Well, yes, I would.
Bring him
I
back
would.
as the second striker?
Yes, I would. Listen, why?
Balogun's record's good.
Balogun scored 10 goals for Rams this season. You know what I mean? He's on fire. If we're lacking options, bring him back.
Yeah.
But, you know, I would like to see him stay there and have a full season of development. So get Joao Felix.
Yeah. So it's all about January. Let us know in the comments your ratings and we'll see you again very soon. Take care.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.